One thing I always regret is genuinely not editing immediately I finish working on my cakes, especially the ones I filmed, because then I forget what I was meant to say about the orders. But that's okay. These cakes were genuinely from I think the first or second week of August, and at the same time I was teaching, so my work hours were limited, and by hours I mean time to work on cake orders because while I have students, I usually don't work on orders. Like I want to dedicate my time to whoever is learning, and then when they leave, I can dedicate my time to cake orders. So I usually try my best not to do both on the same day. But because of when the student had booked, because she had only come to learn when she had taken leave, I had to do the cakes while she had left. And that meant I wake up really early, which is not abnormal for me, but wake up early to do the fondant work. And then once she leaves, I carried on with whatever was left, which meant after she left, I did cupcakes, made the fillings, and filled the cupcakes and all that. For the fillings, I remember it was a lemon strawberry and a caramel. Yeah, coffee caramel cupcakes with lemon strawberry cupcakes. So that's what I worked on when she left. And at the same time, I still had like three more cakes that were due the next morning as well. So that is what I did after I had finished working on the cupcakes. Yeah, I don't know why I'm blanking out. Yeah. So the three cakes were all for one client. So they all needed to be ready at the same time. And all four cakes, the fondant one and these three cakes and the cupcakes, were supposed to be due before 11. The fondant cake and the cupcakes were for one client. So I had to make sure I did as much work as I possibly could because the first order, the fondant cake and the cupcakes, were being picked at 9 a.m. Then the other three cakes were being picked at 11 a.m. And I never take the risk of waiting to see if they'll be there at 9 a.m. If you tell me you'll pick up at 9 a.m., I try my best to be ready before 8 a.m. because sometimes if it's me who's going to pick something up, if you tell me I should be there by 9 a.m., I always estimate extra time just in case there's traffic or something happens along the way. I try my best to be on time. So I always assume that the clients will also do the same and be there when they say or a little bit earlier, although it's not usually the case most of the time. But a lot of the times when I tell the client the cake is ready, they usually come pick up within an hour or less from the time I tell them it's ready for pickup. So I have learned to always finish up as much as I can before the day is done. So that's what was happening with these cakes. Um, I needed to do all that I could before going to sleep. And the one thing I can remember for sure, 100%, is I was done with the three cakes, like doing just the filling and doing the coats by 11:58 p.m. I remember posting that on Instagram, done before midnight, and it was 11:58 p.m. And once I was done doing the cakes, at least luckily none of the cakes were difficult or a design I was uncomfortable with or needed like to work on separately. It was something, all the designs were something I was comfortable with. So I had to finish up what I could the night before and then realized, yeah, this maybe might have been like at 9 p.m. and decided maybe I should just finish up the fondant cake instead of waking up really early to work on it. Because this was my friend's cake and they were doing a cake for her grandpa's 100th birthday. Yeah. So I wanted to finish up before going to sleep, and I was using a tape measure to make sure all the photos were like evenly spaced out so that it looked perfectly done and not like a shoddy job was done. Then the next morning, I I had to do was finish up these cakes. In this first cake, I had creative freedom, and if you've been here for a while, you know I genuinely don't like having full creative freedom because I blank out. I never know what to do, so I opted to do like just textured buttercream with some petals. And then just for the other two cakes, the cocoa melon and the Barbie cake, all I had to do was add the toppers. So that was pretty easy because I had finished up before I went to sleep. And for the floral cake, the palette knife cake, I had initially decided that's how I'll leave it, because one of the ideas I had seen was just left blank like this. So my initial plan was to also just leave it like this. But honestly, I just kept looking at it and not liking it. So I changed my mind and decided to add some flowers. Yeah, I think I sent a rider to get me flowers. Then I liked it better with the flowers, basically. That's how the all the cakes turned out. Um, would I do that again? Probably, yes. But I genuinely like working earlier during the day and not having to work overnight. But all in all, I liked how all these cakes turned out. I'm pretty sure I still haven't even posted them on my Instagram, but now that this video is edited, I will try my best to do that. So thank you so much for watching, and I will definitely see you in the next one. Bye!